Hey guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm just gonna be chit-chatting, I guess. Life has really been lifing. I have not made a video in over a month. Yeah, because I think I made a video on January 1st and it's now February. Okay, before I was interrupted by my brother, yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. So I don't really know what I came on here to say. Besides life has been lifing, and I think what really gave me, well, what I know what gave me the motivation to do a video today was I watched Deborah. She's based, I believe, in Amsterdam. Don't quote me on that because I don't remember, but I know she's not here in the US. She's a faith-based content creator, and I haven't watched her in like over a month as well because I just been going through my own things. And I noticed that when I go through struggles in my own life, I don't really want to watch anybody else's life, you know, because I don't want to sit there and start saying like must be nice, you know, just start kind of allowing myself to go to a place that's not really based on God and not really based on having my faith and keeping my faith. But I say all that to say, I started to watch her video while I'm sitting here I had a little Bible study. Sitting here like in my car, just taking time to myself, because even though the year just started, like I was having a rough year last year, and lo and behold, I went into the year with problems. And so, but besides my problems, there have been things that have been good. Like I started serving within my church. Kudos to me. I just recently, finally, after being invited 3 times to attend young adults, I attended young adult service the other day, which was pretty good. I really enjoyed it a lot. It was nice to be surrounded by people around my same age, going after God, on fire for God. That was an experience in itself. So if you are in a church and you're a young adult, like you're 18, 25, 23, 28, you know, and you have a young adult ministry, I strongly advise you to go and just check it out. It's definitely outside of my comfort zone. I was definitely uncomfortable, but I know as long as I keep going, I'm gonna find my fellowship. Like I'm gonna find people that I click with, you know, that I can hang out with, people that I can surround myself with that are going to keep me on track, you know, not encourage me to go back to worldly things and worldly way of thinking. And so, yeah. Besides 2024 starting off a little rocky, a little rough. It's still rough and still feeling like I'm in the trenches, but I'm beyond grateful because through the midst of my trial and my pain, I'm trusting God. Like I really, like, me and God, I don't know if he be talking back to me, like, but I be talking back to him sometimes, and I be like, look, man, like, I get what you're saying, I know what you told me to do, but why do I gotta do that? You know, like, why I gotta be me? Like, why I gotta, you know, be the bigger person, put my pride to the side, you know. I feel like I'm getting pooped on, and you telling me to be nice, you're telling me to forgive, and you know, it can be challenging, it could be hard at times, but yeah. And a lot of you may know, well, a lot of you probably don't know, a lot of you, well, toasted white mocha is back for the girlies who want some toasted white mocha, but that's not the point. The point is finding a job. So I just started watching the news. Like I literally just started watching the news. Like it's becoming interesting to me, and this is how you know I'm getting older, because I used to hate the news. Like having the news on before school was a no, a big no for me. But I started watching the news recently, and maybe like last week I was watching the news and they were talking about the job market, right? And it was all like, oh, like the job market is robust and like talking about the numbers. And I'm like, people love to say numbers don't lie, but come on now. Companies fabricate information all the time. And there's no way we're all struggling to get a job and the job market is robust, because somebody's lying. You know, like something's not, the math is not mathing. So I'm just trying to figure it out. What's the problem? But I say all that to say, trying to get a job out here is tough. And I feel like I suck at interviews. You know, I'm really, you know, I used to call myself an introvert. But I'm really just, I think I'm socially awkward. Like, for real. Like, I'm really, I don't be knowing what to say. I don't be knowing what to say to people. I really don't know how to interact for real. So when I have to sit there and like stare at somebody and you're asking me all these questions about myself, I really like, I don't know, like why you just can't find out? Why you can't just hire me and just find out? Like see what I'm like, you know, see about my skills. I don't know. So yeah, I'm not a good interviewer. And I could be maybe I lack some confidence. Cause that's what I'm starting to think it is. Like maybe I'm lacking something that I don't know I'm lacking. But yeah, so I just came out here to chit chat, you know, just a little chit chat. And I think that's what I'm going to start doing. I'm just going to do chit chats. Like I do like when I was, you know, going on fire for God. Like I'm still on fire for God. Like I have actually completed several chapters out of my Bible, and that honestly makes me very happy. I went back to the Old Testament. Today I started Leviticus, and Leviticus is wow. Like I've only read like 2.5 chapters, and that was enough for me for today, because I'm like, this is insane. Like, yo, all these rules and all these like things have to be this way. You know, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but I mean, oof. Anyhow, but yes, there's always good in the midst of trials, and sometimes it's just hard to see that, because it's always feeling like, or it may feel like it's just bad happening back to back to back to back to back. But sometimes we need to take a moment and really look at the good that's happening in the midst of those bad things, in the midst of that trial. Like just take a look and say, okay, you know, yeah, I'm going through these things, but what is something good that's happened this week? And as I'm saying that, I'm thinking about how my mom, like if I don't talk to my mom for like some days, or like maybe I've been out, you know, with my husband, you know, whatever, just not home, and she'll say, tell me something good. And I'm always like, there's nothing good. But really there is always something good that's happening in the midst. We just have to kind of shift our perspective and say, okay, like what is something good that's happened? Like let's take a moment to stop reflecting on the bad and let's look at the good. And so yeah, what is something good that has happened despite the many, many, many trials you have had in the beginning of this new season? Okay, so yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this little something, because it's been a minute. It's been quite some time. And yeah, have a terrific rest of the week. Bye.